If y'all are seeing me for the first time, my name is Tracy. I'm the creator and I run our YouTube channel, but I also am the author of our blogs. And if you want like a readable tutorial version of a lot of our videos of what we're all about here at 4D Farms, we're all about faith, family, home, and farm. You can catch us on our blogs at 4dfarms.blogspot.com and 4dfarms.wordpress.com. Welcome to today's video. I get a lot of questions sometimes. What do you do when you go on work trips with your husband? How do you stay busy? How do you keep your sanity being away from home? Well, maybe after today's video, I can just kind of explain some things. Why I do what I do. And how I handle things. What I do when we're on work trips. The first half of this video, I'll show you some things that I do. The other half of the video, I will explain why I do those things. So normally when we get to a place, he goes on into work that very first day after we travel, and we unpack, we unload, we unpack, we try to get somewhat settled. He kind of fends for himself that first day for breakfast, lunches, things like that. And then we might pick up something to eat that first night, go out to eat. This gives me a chance to meal plan, then go grocery shopping, and then start putting things together. The first thing I do is get his breakfast together. And I kind of swap them out every week. This particular week, and it depends on where we're at. Like if we're at a house that has a full kitchen or a suite that has a big kitchen, depends on what I can cook and how much I can cook. And since we're in a lake house on the first part of this work trip, I can stack up on him some breakfasts and I rotate them out. This particular week, I made him pancakes, eggs, and bacon. And this kept him full for half of the day. He works 12-hour shifts. The next week, I might rotate and just do just some pancakes. And then sometimes I will do some fried eggs and another meat and some biscuits. I rotate it out every week to where he doesn't get bored. So I fix his breakfast. He grabs a snack for lunch. He might have an apple with some peanut butter. And then he comes in and I've got supper fixed. But then there's times when I still have to do my homemaking. And no matter where we stay, I don't care if it's a house, if it's a hotel, I am responsible for keeping it clean. Now, yes, in a hotel, I'm not really responsible for keeping it clean. I could have hotel services come in and clean my room. I just don't like people in my things and in my space. It's just me, y'all, okay? It's just me. I clean my own space no matter where we're at, especially if we're renting a house from a friend or somewhere. I'm going to keep it clean, and it is my responsibility. But when we're in a hotel, you'll see in in the ending of this video, I even clean when we're in a hotel, okay? I don't like housekeeping coming in and seeing all of our things, stuff like that. I do my own cleaning in our hotel room. I have a stick vac I bring with me, and I use it. vacuum my own floor. We travel with our own bedding, so we never use their sheets, pillows, or comforters or anything. So they don't have to wash my stuff. I do my own washing. I prepare the meals for us for supper. I clean the kitchens. Some places we might have a dishwasher, even in a suite at a hotel. There might be a mini dishwasher. I use those suckers. And I love it when we're in a house and they have a dishwasher. But I am no stranger to washing dishes by hand, y'all. And then there's the every so often laundry I still have to do. When I'm in a house, they do have a washer and a dryer. But when we're in a hotel, yes, I still have to wash and dry our clothes, and we pay for that. But I still have my homemaking duties no matter where we go. And with that being said, no matter where we are, I can still make a home away from home. And that's the purpose of today's video. So come along with me now, and I will explain how I make a home away from home and why I do what I do. Every time we come to this particular place on this job, we get to rent a lake house from some friends of ours. They always reserve it for us for that time when they know that we're coming. Y'all, I had everything I needed plus more. I had a lake with a view. I could sit down on the deck. There was plenty of chairs. There was an upper deck, lower deck. They had everything I needed, plus more. I had a view every day. I got to talk to the wildlife every day. A jacuzzi, a fire pit, a fireplace. I absolutely loved it. He travels with them every day, every evening. It's right behind me, checking to see what I'm doing.
You naughty little boy. Are you eating down her flowers?
Yeah, I saw you. You should be ashamed. I'm pretty sure they like their flowers. And you're eating all the little flowers on the bush. Yeah. Yeah. I saw the other buck. I didn't know there was 2 bucks. Yes, there is, because I just saw him. He's in the backyard. One, and the other one is in the backyard. Y'all should be ashamed eating all her flowers. Yeah, I see you, and I caught you on camera. Did I want to leave the lake house? Nope. I did not. I was having fun talking to all the wildlife, the deer, the fox, the squirrels, the little raccoon. I was having fun at the lake house. Jacuzzi, sitting down by the lake, doing all that stuff. But this is the second place that we have to hit in this area, in this state. We'll be here for a little bit, and y'all, you make do. You do what you have to do. So, with that being said, I am going to I already did my meal planning. Y'all know I have to do that when we first get somewhere. I did my meal planning. Dear hubby gave me some ideas of just like quick little things to get him started. Yes, this hotel we're in a hotel now. So that means Instant Pot air fryer recipes and my little skillet. I'm fixing to get my kitchen all set up. Found my apron. Lizzie, found my apron. Fixing to get my kitchen all set up. And then I'm going to start getting his breakfast prepped, and then I'm going to start getting their supper. I'm going to multitask today. I'm going to start getting my kitchen set up, then getting everything done that I need to do. And so I've already done my meal planning. Went on that first grocery shopping trip this morning. When I'm in a hotel, y'all, I got an itty bitty refrigerator. So I can only buy and prepare like maybe 1 or 2 nights worth of meals, and then, you know, kind of like save room just in case for leftovers, but still save room in there for his breakfast. I can only meal prep him now maybe like 2 or 3 breakfasts at a time. Maybe I can squeeze in 4, just depends on how much room I have. And yeah, I've got to downsize now that we're in a hotel. So, and that means getting my kitchen set up, getting my little makeshift, yeah, making room, okay? Making room, okay? We checked back in this hotel, and the manager was like, I remember you. Yes. I'm like, well, hello. So they probably remember that I rearranged furniture too. And they're probably saying, she's gonna rearrange that furniture up there in that room again. But they don't say nothing. They don't say nothing. I have to make this room flow for me. I have to make it functional. So we only moved 1 piece of furniture. There. Okay. And so I can make room for my kitchen, because I need my kitchen next to the sink and the refrigerator. Just makes sense. The open spot was way over here by the bed. I don't want to be cooking over here by our bed. So I gotta swap. Shh, don't tell anybody. If I can, I will switch it back when we leave here. But they probably like, yeah, she's gonna rearrange that furniture up there. I did. Okay. So I'm multitasking today, and let's get busy. We are going to multitask today. We're going to be making these for dear hubby's breakfast, and we're going to have some buffalo chicken salads. Let's get on with the rest of this video. Let's talk while I explain. Y'all just watch and come along with me as I explain some more about the things that I do. Of course, staying in a hotel sometimes is not easy. Depends on what kind of hotel we can find, whether we can find a suite that has a kitchenette in the area that we're in, or sometimes, y'all, they're not available. When my husband goes to these jobs, there are thousands more people that comes to these jobs. And it's like first come, first serve. Hotels fill up quickly because these outages are planned and scheduled. So it's like sometimes first come, first serve. Now, we could have gotten a hotel that has a suite in it, that has a kitchenette in it, to make me feel more comfortable and have more space and spread out. But it was booked very quickly, and not to mention, no, we were not paying that outrageous price. Now, yes, it was only like 15 minutes from the plant where he would have to go to work. But dear hubby is the financial planner in our home, the budget one. He pinches pennies when we need to pinch pennies, especially if we're trying to save money, if it's getting close to the holidays, things like that. He is the financial one in the home. He takes care of everything. He plans his money wisely for our family and for our finances. I totally respect that. He is the provider of our home. That's his job. He's very wise with the decisions that he makes. So with that being said, I can cut corners too, because I respect his decision making, and I can make do. I can make that sacrifice because he's making a sacrifice, because The hotel that we stay in when we come here, it doesn't have a kitchenette. As you see that little bitty kitchen, that's all I have. Just a little refrigerator that fits in a dorm room, a little bitty sink where I was washing the apples, a little teeny tiny microwave. This is the reason sometimes why I bring a kitchen box that has my air fryer, my instant pot. Now I've added an electric skillet because I could squeeze that one more thing in my box. I got it in there, I stuffed it down, I made it fit, but it comes in handy. So this is my makeshift table, my makeshift kitchen. I made room for this. Yes, I rearranged that furniture in this room. And normally, sometimes I have to do that. So we moved one piece of furniture and I made room for my table. And I set up my table as I needed it. And I travel with this. You'll see in a minute the box up underneath the table that holds all my supplies. I have my air fryer, Instapot, my electric skillet, plates, oh goodness, a couple of recipe books, bowls, plates, things like that. Some accessories that goes in my Instant Pot. Oh my goodness, I'm looking at my box. What else do I have in here? Oh, a bunch. And then I have another small box that has my accessories like my utensils like that I set out on my table. I put them in cups that makes them easy to stand up in my box and travel easy. I've got like a box and a half. And my other box carries his lunch supply stuff, all my utensils like that to set on my table, meal prep containers, my little mini food processor, blender, immersion blender, food processor. Oh my goodness, our silverware, some drying mats, place mats, little measuring cups, things like that. You know, my baking needs, okay? I cook a lot. I bake. We don't go eat out all the time when we stay in a hotel. It just costs too much. And we would get tired of eating out all the time. Eating out all the time would ruin the pleasure going out to eat all the time. There's a big difference. So I cook. I meal plan. I meal planned before we got to the hotel or when we got here. I meal planned for here. I knew that I was going to have to downsize my shopping and make more frequent trips because of a little teeny tiny refrigerator. So I have to go to the grocery store more often now, but that's okay. This is my sacrifice, y'all. I do what I have to do no matter where we're at. And I set up my kitchen in a hotel and I make do. Y'all, I come from a mother who, when something needed to be done, she got it done in hard circumstances. I was raised that way, and I watched my mother do things that needed to be done in hard circumstances. If I can make it through this without tearing up a little, I've seen my mother. I've seen my mother woman up, mother up, and cowgirl up when a tough situation came along in order to take care of her three girls. There was a time it was just her. And I grew up seeing that. But you know what? As we were going through that hard thing, we didn't notice. We didn't know we were going through a hard thing. We didn't see that hard thing. We didn't notice that hard thing. We just thought this was just part of everyday life because she, no matter what we were going through, she made those things comfortable. How she did it, I don't know when I was little, but now I know. I've been in a house before where we didn't even have any indoor plumbing. When I say we used an outhouse, I mean we used an outhouse. Even during the winter time, somebody had to get up with me and go out to the outhouse with me in freezing cold weather, you know. But we didn't know. We just thought, my mama's here. We're safe. We're comfortable. We're loved. We don't know this is a hard thing. We did not notice because that's how comfortable and that's how she made everything. She did what she had to do in tough circumstances, unpleasurable circumstances. I think we've become a spoiled nation today is what I think. But I'm not going to get on a soapbox about that. Let's just continue what we're doing. I do what I have to do, no matter where we stay. Now, my dear hubby is like, I wanted to do this for you. I wanted to get here. I wanted it because that's just how he is. He just pampers me, you know. It's not so much spoils, but he pampers. He loves taking care of me. And I remember times when he made sacrifices in order to save money. Before I started traveling with him, he could stay in some rinky-dink hotels, y'all, in order to save a buck. Bologna sandwiches in order to save money. I was at home with 2 boys in public school, extracurricular activities, and these extracurricular activities cost money. We had bills. We still have bills, but we had expenses. And he made that sacrifice in staying in some places that wasn't too pleasant. But when I started traveling with him, he wanted better because I was with him. I'm with him. He wanted better. He wanted a nicer place. He said, I'm the one who goes to work every day. I know you're the one there by yourself. You have nothing to do. You don't have your friends here. You don't have them grandbabies here to play with. He knows I miss them grandbabies when we're gone. Yes, I miss my kids too, no matter what they say. There's just something about them grandbabies, y'all, that'll just rip your heart out. And he's like, I want to have a nice place for you. I want you to find something to do. If there's things that you want to do when we go somewhere, you do them. You go to eat something, go to an attraction, get out and do something. And he tries, to understand me. He's like, I know you're there by yourself. I know you don't have anything to do. I know he understands. So when I travel, now that I'm traveling with him, he tries to find nicer places to stay. But like I said, sometimes we can't. Sometimes it's first come, first serve. And I have to do what I have to do. And I don't mind that. He makes a sacrifice. I make a sacrifice. We work together like that. And I bring things to do. Of course, I run 2 blogs, write for our 2 blogs, and I make video content. I have this YouTube channel. That keeps me pretty busy because when I'm cooking, I can show y'all recipes, give you some ideas, help, all kinds of things. And then I bring books to read. Like if there's something that I want to read and get caught up on, I do that. Right now, I'm in a Bible study where I'm going back through the whole Bible in chronological order as appearing how the events are going. And I'm teaching myself some things on this trip. I'm not going to reveal those just yet, but I was bound to determine. I said, when I go on this work trip, I'm going to teach myself 2 things. And I'm doing it. I'm doing those things, those hard things. I did a short about that, y'all. I did a short. Do that hard thing. I don't want to say would've, could've, should've. Okay? Do those hard things. And that's what I'm doing on this trip. And I'm having fun learning. Let's see, what else do I do? There's attractions I get to go to. Oh, y'all, I bring my sewing machines with me and a to-do box that has projects in it. I do some sewing in some places where I go, especially in one place. There is a sewing center, and there is 2 sewing shops that I can go, and they offer sewing classes. I can join in on some classes. So I bring my sewing machines and my craft box. That keeps me busy. My homemaking keeps me busy. I make a home away from home. This is the reason why. I am a homemaker. I am the keeper of my home no matter where I'm at. I'm the keeper of my home. I love homemaking, period. It's all I know how to do. I love serving my husband, taking care of him. I love serving my family. It's in my blood. I'm a nurturer by default, by just born. I was naturally born a nurturer and a protector. It's what I do. It's just in my blood. So no matter where we are, I make a home away from home. I cook. I clean. I do the laundry. I grocery shop. I meal plan. I have things to do. I create me things to do. It's all I know how to do. It's what I do. And I think I do it pretty good sometimes. But I find me things to do. I get out and go places, even if there's just nothing but a state park around me. I'll pack a picnic lunch and I'll go to the park and do some reading or do some blog work or do some video work, something. I always find animals no matter where I go. Y'all saw the geese on the pond. Animals just follow me. I feel like Snow White sometimes. Oh my goodness. But y'all, I know how to make a home away from home because I have homemaking skills. And if homemaking skills interest you and you're like, you know what? I'm a young person. I'm going to be married someday. I'm going to have my own house someday. I need to learn how to do all these things. Or if you're a seasoned homemaker, but you're like caught in chaos, you are like in over your head, you're overstimulated, you don't know what to do. Y'all check out my homemaking playlist here on the channel. I mean, I'm pretty seasoned. I have skills. I have ideas. Okay? Whenever we leave a place, I always try to leave it like I found it, which means I clean. And I especially clean hotel rooms as soon as we get there, because I'm going to tell y'all something about hotel rooms right now. They don't deep clean these rooms between every guest. There's you a little hint. I haven't heard a vacuum cleaner run in 2 weeks. There you go. That's why I'm vacuuming. That's my little stick vac, by the way. So I know how to make a home away from home. It also helps to have something like this in your hotel. Dear hubby sometimes tries to find a hotel that has something for me, like here, the swimming pool, indoor swimming pool, and jacuzzi. The jacuzzi comes in handy when I am stiff and sore from traveling. The swimming pool is just an extra thing. And then washers and dryers. So this helps when you're staying at a hotel too. Helps me out a lot too. I don't have to go find a laundry mat. I can swim or get in the jacuzzi while the wash is washing. And that, my friends, is how I manage to make a home away from home. You do what you have to do, you suck it up, you make it as comfortable as possible, and you just do what you have to do for the sake of your sanity. Y'all, if you have liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you hadn't already subscribed. You might as well. You've been watching me, so you might as well just go ahead and subscribe and just join our little YouTube family. So I will see y'all in the next video. Stay tuned. We'll have some more recipes where I'm going to be using that air fryer and Instant Pot and that electric skillet and probably the microwave. But I can get by a lot of times with just those 3 appliances in a hotel, okay? But y'all, like I said, do what you have to do, and this is how I make a home away from home.